Massive explosions have rocked the Syrian capital, with U.S. officials reportedly confirming that Israeli jets were behind the attack. A video has emerged allegedly showing the destruction caused to the homes of local residents. People are also describing the scene at the military research center as a huge blast, which caused everything to shake. Damascus-based journalist Abdallah Mawazini earlier told me the details.
All the explosions happened in Damascus, attacked everywhere, and all the houses were shaken. Now we got more information about the place where the exhibition center in Programmierer-News, and also a military station close by in Hama area. Everybody went up. Most of the people who went down to the warehouses downstairs to make sure that they are safe. Now we are getting more information soon and soon. Before the explosions were heard everywhere in Damascus, now people are getting scared. We have also some unconfirmed news that there is one jet was down, one Israeli jet. The Syrian officials TV said that it's an Israeli attack by jet over Damascus. Now we get more information from another TV station saying that one Israeli jet was down, and also we have some information about capturing two captains. Israeli captains. The Syrian TV has confirmed that this is an Israeli attack, and there is more research about it, and we have more confirmed information that it is an Israeli jet that is taking.
That was local journalist in Damascus, Abdallah Mawazini. He's now telling RT that more than 300 soldiers have been killed and hundreds more wounded, while activists are reporting up to 2,000 deaths. Mawazini is also reporting huge destruction at the research center itself. Now let's go live to Israel now and get more on the latest developments from RT's Paula Sleer. Paula, thank you very much for being with us. Now, has there been any reaction from Israel so far?
Well, as of yet, there has been no confirmation from the Israeli side, and this is despite the fact that we are hearing some American officials saying that the strike that was carried out in the early hours of Sunday morning was an Israeli strike. We're hearing the same kind of reports from Syrian state television. It says that Israel launched 12 missiles from Lebanese airspace targeting an ammunition depot on the outskirts of the capital city of Damascus. According to these reports, Israeli jets broke the sound barrier and hit several military posts. Now, Hezbollah's Al-Manar TV station also claims that the explosions may have been caused by a downed Israeli jet. We are receiving some reports that not one but two Israeli jets have been downed, but let me re-emphasize that no confirmation, in fact no reaction from the Israeli government as of yet. It's also important to say that there are rumors now surfacing online that following the latest volley of attacks on the Syrian regime, the Syrian President Bashar Assad will soon officially declare war on Israel. Now, of course, this is the news in terms of social media, no way of having any independent verification of this, but disturbing rumors nonetheless. Many are dismissing these reports as strictly rumors. Various commentators are claiming that such a move would be sure to end the regime of the Syrian President Bashar Assad, to quote these commentators, within a week. There is speculation also about the nature of this alleged Israeli attack. Now, some are insisting that Israel's weaponry was, to quote them, nuclear-like, that people said they could smell chemicals in the air, and that the attack was coordinated by Israel with the help from Syrian rebel forces. The ammunition depot that was hit is a strategic military position used by the forces of the Syrian President Bashar Assad. There is video footage that has been uploaded to YouTube by activists, and they show a huge ball of fire rising into the night sky. We haven't as of yet been able to verify these videos either.
Now, Paula, this is not the first time Israeli jets have been blamed for bombing Syria, even recently, is it?
No, it's not. The research center that was hit allegedly by Israeli planes in the early hours of Sunday morning was the target of an earlier Israeli strike in January. Now, that strike, according to the Syrian government, killed 2 Syrian workers and injured 5 people. We are still waiting for Israeli confirmation, at least Israeli official public confirmation, for another strike that took place overnight Thursday on a shipment of missiles in Syria that were believed to be destined for Lebanon's Hezbollah. Now, the first officials to go on record saying that that strike was Israeli were American officials, and then on Saturday, Israeli officials speaking on the condition of anonymity said that Israeli aircraft were responsible. But on that strike too, no official Israeli government response. What is important is that what we're seeing is that this conflict is becoming much more than just a Syria or regional conflict, but it does have international ramifications. Hezbollah is a militant organization. It is based in Lebanon. It is allied with the Syrian government in Damascus. Israel has repeatedly said in the past that it will stop any kind of game-changing weapons from getting into the hands of this organization. Lebanon too has lodged a complaint with the international community, complaining that Israel has violated airspace, has flown over Lebanese airspace. Israel in recent days has taken widely reported steps, as I'm outlining, to neutralize threats that are emanating from within Syria. And while strikes from Lebanese airspace this weekend are not thought to have been on chemical weapons caches, the recent Israeli intelligence regarding the so-called use of such weaponry is thought to be spurring on rounds of strikes, including the latest just hours ago. So Israel is increasingly using this kind of rhetoric, using the threat of chemical weapons in Syria to justify any kind of military action that it has or intends to take.
All right, Artis Palasier, we know that you've been keeping across developments, and we know that you will continue to do so. Thanks for being with us here on RT.